And you know me, bro, I never back the early kickoff. And you know me, bro, I never back the early kickoff. Back the early kickoff. And you know me, bro, I never back the early kickoff. Finesse like.
What's going on, people? Welcome to Never Back the Early Kickoff, episode 26, the podcast that keeps you one step ahead of the bookies while having a proper laugh doing it. No filters, no nonsense, just solid picks, proper chat, and a weekly reminder that backing the early kickoff does ruin lives. My name is Leon, and I have a sixth sense for picking players to be carded.
And I'm Josh, and I love an acca more than life itself. So, FA Cup weekend. So it was a bit drab on the English football front. What did you make of the games though? Because Man City absolutely played chocolate football on Saturday.
Yeah, to be honest, it's been I never really like this period of the season because it's like you have the international break, which is a bit of a lull, and like because no one cares about friendlies, and then you go straight into like a fixture set where it's FA Cup, so it's just like we need the Prem back now. But man, the FA Cup games delivered. I watched all four of them.
Oh, did you?
I watched all four of them, and all four of them delivered in a different way. Well, I say I watched all four of them. I watched three, and I caught the Arsenal Southampton highlights, and I wish I'd watched that all the way through, but I watched the other three. Started off with City, like you said. They annoy me. I say why they annoy me because
they're playing absolutely unbelievable football. And why didn't they do that 2 Premier League games ago against Forest and West Ham?
Exactly. It's like you're going for a title. Like
you're at the Champions League.
How can you put in such poor performances and then suddenly, like, you win the League Cup against Arsenal with an unbelievable performance, and now you look like the best team in the country? Like how they dispatched Liverpool was just ruthless. It was ruthless.
Yeah.
Like Haaland had been like, I think he'd scored like 1 goal in like 8 or something. They were saying, which for him is ridiculous. And then he just goes and bags a hat trick. Cherky just looks.
Oh mate, I think he could be one of my favourite players, like at the moment, because he just got that like ability where he just does dumb shit for no reason, like just to wind people up, and he's just like, but he's got the ability to do it, and he's just class, it's just chocolate football, just in bounce, little trick, pop it around the corner, like step over for no reason, try and take it past the man, like when he started doing kick-ups in the cup final, and then all the Arsenal players were getting pissed off. Like I was like, I love that. Absolutely love that.
Yeah, he's class. Like he'll drop like a little Rabona. He just does like. Do you know what he is? He's like a bit of a cage football player. Like he just pops tricks, street footballer. But the thing that worries me about him is like he's quality, and I love him, and he's the sort of player City need because when teams just play like sit 11 behind the ball, he can like unlock defences. He's good. He's a good player. My problem is if Pep Guardiola stays on past this season, Pep's going to coach that out of him.
Yeah.
Pep will get to the point where he'll be like, stop doing... Because in the cup final, he was doing the kick-ups and it cut to Pep's face and he was fuming. So, like, it's annoying because if Pep does stay, like, he'll just basically say to him next season, like, cut that out. And then if he doesn't, he'll just do what he always does, he'll just bench him. Like, because he went through a phase of playing like Jack consistently. And then he just got to the phase. I was like, I've had enough of you now. Bench. Like Jack was there when he like played every game pretty much when they won the treble. The next season he just benched him. Phil Foden. He loved Phil Foden. And like, don't get me wrong, Phil Foden's completely off the boil. Hasn't been good enough. But he will just bench players and not care. So that's my only worry with Cherky. I think I can just see Pep coaching it out of him.
Yeah, I can see that as well. But just enjoy it while we can, innit?
I am. Don't you worry. I was enjoying them, just absolutely bopping Liverpool off the pitch. Liverpool. I don't know what's going on with Liverpool.
Yeah, I just don't understand what's going on.
I don't get how you can win the league. They looked so good when they won the league, and then they went. And it's weird because when they bought all those players in the summer, nobody sat there and went, these are going to struggle this year. Everyone was like, these are trying to build something for the future. Like they're trying to win.
This is almost yeah. Like the way they went about the transfer window was just like done. Like it was like spent was it 400 mil, and it was like they should be unbelievable, but just not been. Just been so.
What's gone wrong for him?
I think Trent is a bigger miss than they realised. because he obviously offensively going forward, a lot of things, even though he's a right back, went through Trent, and then I just don't think Salah's been off the ball completely, but also I think he's been missing Trent as well because again get the ball to Trent finds Salah can do whatever he wants, and it's just consistency where now Salah doesn't get the ball anywhere near enough, and he doesn't deserve it because he's not doing nothing with it. But
he was horrible. And I'm not just saying that because he missed a pen. He got put through it and scuffed one wide at the start. I think he missed like 3 chances and then missed a pen. He just looked
is that the one you want to make when he went out for a throw-in?
Yeah, when he Cousinov was chasing him back.
Yeah,
he just took ages, and it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Salah just don't have it anymore. And the thing with Salah is, even when Salah was at his best, he looked a bit scruffy. He's never like a player that he's like dead techy and graceful. He looks a bit scruffy. Like he's class, and like he's been one of the Premier League's best ever players. But he's always been a bit scruffy, I think.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's not like he's never always clean. He's a bit bumbly and fumbly, and like he'll bobble his way through. He'll bundle and bobble his way through.
Like he's the sort of player that he'll get the ball one time, beat 2 men, and then finesse one top corner, and then he'll get the ball again, and he'll just not be able to control it a minute later, or he'll just knock one into Rose. And I'm just like, how can you be that like? How can you be like that sort of like much variance in your plays? I think Salah's lost it. I think Van Dijk's dropped off a couple of percent. I think Kanate's fell off a cliff. He's been trying to wait for his exit from Madrid, and then I think that's he's just kind of can't be asked no more and not been interested in. But yeah, I think they've really struggled in the right back position. Kerkez has been underwhelming at the left back. Obviously, Van Dijk dropped off a few percent. Kanate's not been interested, but again, it's their own fault for not getting Gahey. If they would have got Gahey when they wanted him and paid the money for him instead of waiting, and now he's gone City, like Kanate could have just bombed him and then put Gahey in there and had him in there all season. Yeah, it's not even just bombing him; it's the fact that if you bring Gahey in, Kanate's shit. If I don't perform, I'm out. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Kanate can drop a 3 out of 10 every week. Who's coming in to take his place?
Nobody.
Well, Joe Gomez was playing right back.
Exactly.
He ain't even him. They literally got no one.
No.
Bring him out Gahey in, Kanate better fix up.
Well, exactly, and that's what I mean. It's a competition for places. It's kind of like, we've got these two. They've been great, but there's no competition. They haven't bought anyone, and now Gahey's gone. I'm like, who is kind of that next level that's going to help retain that?
Yeah, well, yeah, mate, been a struggle. I think Slot's going to get potted at the end of the season. She can be interesting.
Yeah, I think especially with Alonso out of a job, I think they're just literally waiting for the end of the season, like kind of wait for an excuse to sack him, and then they'll be like, yeah, Alonso's coming.
I think so too. The next game was Chelsea Port Vale, which
I didn't watch. I watched the highlights, and I just seen them. It was just a pointless exercise at the training ground.
Yeah, I mean, Port when the only team they've got is if they don't. The only chance they've got is if they keep a bit of a clean sheet, keep it tight for a bit. To concede after 2 minutes up a corner, you're just dead. Yeah. So that was a bit of a non-contest. Chelsea did what they needed to do. What do you think about the Chelsea players coming out like recently and saying like the club are like being like basically slating the club?
Mate, Enzo Fernandez is an idiot. Enzo Fernandez has literally just been like trying to get moved to Real Madrid again. He's just like kind of died tools. Had a little bit of interest from Real Madrid, and I was like, well, I want to play for Real Madrid. Go play for Real Madrid. Do one, and then he's just coming out slagging them off constantly. It's embarrassing.
The thing about Enzo is, I don't even think he's that good. Like the way Enzo Fernandez carries himself as if he's like Jude Bellingham or something. Like the arrogance he has, like it's unbelievable. Like Enzo Fernandez, for me, is a above average Premier League footballer.
Yeah,
he's not like
he's never going to set the world alight.
No, I look at him and I just think, look, he's not as good as I love Sandro Tonali, but he's not as good as Sandro Tonali. He's not as good as like a Declan Rice. He's not even the best centre midfielder in his club. He's not as good as Moises Caicedo.
No.
But he goes on like he's some world-class, unbelievable player. Like, and it's like, mate, if you went to Real Madrid, you would do nothing but hold bench. You're not better than Jude Bellingham. You're not better than Tchouaméni. You're not better than Valverde. End off.
And you got Camavinga, Gula kind of plays in the midfield sometimes.
Yeah, so it's just like.
I think he could do a good job at Real Madrid because he's different to kind of the players that are there.
What's he good at?
Oh, he's kind of more the box to box, and he kind of. That's why I think he's like big box to box, kind of in the middle.
Do you think he's better? You think he's better box to box than Valverde?
No, Valverde is better than that. But I think but then Tchouaméni and Camavinga, they're just kind of more your kind of out and out holders, and then obviously Bellingham's Arders. They're more forward thinking. They're more like, okay, we just want to sit in the 10.
So you see him being a bench backup for Valverde then?
Yeah, because Valverde plays everywhere, so I can see him playing somewhat him in the box to box, and then just Valverde doing just whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, I think I don't
think he's going to go set the world alight. I don't think he's going to be anything short of exactly the level he's at now. I don't think he's going to take Real Madrid to another level, but I think he's a player that is slightly different to kind of some of the players they've got there. They've got the out-and-out attacking players, the out-and-out defensive players, and only Valverde that's in the middle, but Valverde plays right wing, he plays right back, he plays centre mid, he plays wherever they need him to. So if they're shipping Valverde to a different position, then he comes in that kind of box-to-box role. That's what I think. Again, I've got no idea.
No, I just think I think he should leave, but I just he's not Madrid quality, but there it is. And then Cucurella basically saying he's going to go to Barca, which I can see that. I can see that.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
No, I can see that all day. So, yeah, I think Chelsea are going to have problems at the end of the year. I think a lot of the players now.
Palmer wants to go United.
Exactly. I think a lot of them that have been there for a couple of years now are like, what is this? Like, we're building something with Maresca. You potted Maresca. You brought in this absolute yes man. What is going on? So, I think Chelsea, although they won against Port Vale, I think they're going to be in trouble come the end of the season.
Yeah, I think they've bought poorly as well.
Yeah, they're not buying to win. They're buying young to sell. They're not buying.
And that's not what Chelsea should be doing. Chelsea should that's what Villa, your Evertons, your Newcastles need to be doing. Not buying to sell to Real Madrid or Barcelona in the future or PSG. Like that just comes with more problems. Or to City. Like if you're going for a club that should be going for titles in Champions League, you shouldn't be a feeder club for other clubs.
No, and that's essentially what they're becoming. So I see nothing but problems for them at the end of this season. The third game, Arsenal, Southampton. No, I wish I'd. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. I watched the last couple of minutes when I seen Southampton had scored. Because I was out in the spoons having a few JDs, so they had it on in the background there, but wasn't close enough to a TV. But then seen it as I was walking out to stay for the last 5, and then watched the highlights after, and I was like, oh my god. But to be fair, Southampton looked like the battered Arsenal as well.
I mean, again, I didn't see it because I just thought it was going to be a foregone conclusion. I thought I actually had the boxing on.
Yeah.
Because it was Wilder Chisora fight. That's another story. But I just thought, like, I ain't watching that. I'm watching Dunderkai for the boxing. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, when the score started coming through, I just couldn't believe it, man. I just couldn't believe it. Because the thing is, I thought Arsenal, they didn't turn up in the cup final. Mikel Arteta pulled, like, 11 players out of international duty. So he's basically doing an Alex Ferguson. I mean, like, you're not going to represent your country. So I thought, right, they'll definitely beat Southampton. It'll be a nice little bounce-back game. And then,
yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I thought they'd go Southampton, they'll get an easy W, get back on track, get back to winning ways. But boy, was we wrong.
The thing is, when I saw the highlight, like even they're like players that are like half decent from like Gabriel. He looked like he had a shocker.
Yeah,
he was like missing like headers and like Ben White just jumped.
Yeah, but what was Ben White doing? I don't know what he done. He literally that's poor. That is.
Doesn't even make sense. Like such a bad that's something you'd expect at like
Sunday league.
Like at schoolboy level, like someone he was under no pressure. He just headed it away. He just jumped under the ball. It just didn't make any sense. Such a poor mistake. Such a poor mistake from Ben White. Miles Lewis Skelly looks horrible because he hadn't played in a while. He looked terrible. Like and the thing that's mad about Arsenal, which I just can't get my head over, is how is your go-to option a 16-year-old kid? Like why? Like every like attack on the highlights, it was like it started with Max Dalman, or they were giving the ball to Max Dalman.
Yeah,
and like you got Martinelli on the other side, who's like been there for years. Like what's happened to him? He looks horrible.
Yeah,
Erdegaard did nothing. Apart from missing, he had a nice little cutback and just spaffed it wide. I'm just like, what? How is a 16-year-old kid like your go-to option in that game?
Yeah, it's embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what? Fair play to Southampton.
roll on to Wembley. But Arsenal, mate, they're banging trouble now because they go away to Sporting Lisbon and then have Bournemouth at home. So if they do not beat Bournemouth at home, then
it's an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, because basically City have to beat them. City have to win every single game. So, which I think the bet you put on earlier about them winning every game, now's the time to put that on. Because
but you're not going to get the odds, are you? You're not going to get 80 to 1 again.
Well, obviously, but they are going to do it now. They were never going to do it from when you put it on. But now, the way they're playing now, you can see them beating everyone with no Champions League, 1 game a week.
Yeah,
So you have to win every game. I think they will beat Arsenal at the Etihad now because Arsenal look like they didn't know what to do with City under the cup final. So I think City win every game. That means Arsenal basically can only afford to drop 3 points. Not even 3 points. If they drop 3 points, then it goes to goal difference. So basically, if Arsenal lose another game, they could throw it away. Do you think Arsenal have it in them to lose another game in the league?
Absolutely, Jeff.
That's the thing. I think their toughest game is probably. Do you think it's West Ham away, or do you think it's Newcastle at home?
Depends what Newcastle turn up, and depends what West Ham turn up. West Ham are just West Ham obviously are fighting for their lives. So like that obviously always has a hint, and obviously being away. But then obviously Newcastle, if Newcastle turn up and actually are interested, and you've got your best 11 out. But your performances are so up and down, you can literally just be amazing 1 week and terrible the next.
The thing about us is we're not the sort of team that no team can just dispatch us apart from Barcelona. Like every other team we play in the Prem, we always put up a good fight, and we tend to do quite well at the Emirates as well.
Yeah.
So because we can handle Arsenal's set piece FC, so I think it'll be interesting. I think those are the 2 games. I think West Ham away, Newcastle at home will be tricky.
I think Arsenal will definitely draw one.
Yeah, I think that.
I think there's definitely a draw in there. It's just if there's a loss in there. But again, 2 draws in the done anyway. So
yeah. So it's mate. I mean, the title race when it's like the title races. I mean, I didn't think the title race. I thought as soon as City drew 2, I thought it's over. But Arsenal now 2 losses in a row. I think the only thing that goes in Arsenal's favour is they've been playing the absolute fraud, the absolute charlatan, Kepa Arrizabalaga. How he's collecting a wage, I don't know. So the only thing is they've got David Raya coming back now, who in my opinion is probably overall the best keeper in the league. So they got him to come back in now. So we'll see. But I enjoyed them losing. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. And then West Ham Leeds was quite nuts.
Game of the weekend. That I actually wasn't going to watch it, and I thought, do you know what? I haven't watched any footy today. I'll just stick it on. It's probably going to be a crap game. Like I just thought it's going to be a dead game. Oh my! The last 5 minutes of that game was just insane.
Yeah, that's
Did you see
right.
Did you watch it?
I seen it when it was 2-0, and then I was like, I just went outside. I was chilling in the garden. Because I was there like everyone else. It's 5 minutes left of the game. The 2-0 down. It's done. And then walked 15 minutes later. I'm like, why the fuck is this in extra time?
Honestly, I mean, what made me laugh was they pulled 11 minutes out of absolutely nowhere. 11 minutes of mate, it's supposed to be one of them games about 5 minutes max. They pulled 11 minutes out of nowhere. I was like, that's hilarious. I don't know why they pulled 11 minutes out. And you just had the feeling something could be on here.
Yeah.
And the minute they got one, I knew they were going to get another one. And your boy, Axel Deserbi, mate, ex-Villa, come up trumps with the equaliser.
That's crazy. 2 goals in injury time there.
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, the mad thing is, it went extra time and then West Ham lose on pens. So in hindsight, they probably would have just rather have just lost 2-0 and got out the extra because they got Wolves on Friday, mate, which is absolutely do or die for them.
Yeah, it's a huge game.
Yeah, mate.
It's do or die for Spurs as well.
It is.
And then Deserbi's going into Spurs now. I think that's a car crash order.
It is, and it isn't at the same time.
Like, he's obviously an half-decent manager, don't get me wrong, but he's very eruptive in his personality. Spurs needs...
Eruptive?
Yeah.
Oh.
Spurs need someone that's a bit more steady, come in, just get the results they need. Not someone that's going to come in and start fucking kick it off and being all a bit erratic and all over the place.
I go the other way with this one. I actually think it's a good appointment, and I know the Spurs fans, like, it seems like they're quite split, but I think, like, the reason why I think it's a good appointment is everyone's saying, "Oh, bring in someone that knows the club, bring in someone just till the end of the season, blah de blah de blah de blah." Problem with that is let's say you go and get Harry Redknapp or Tim Sherwood or Robbie Keane or someone. Let's say they keep them up as well. Best case scenario, they keep them up. You've got then. Do you know how many players will just use that as an excuse to get out of the club with like no, like, proper manager in place?
Yeah.
Like, but now bringing in Deserbi, you've got someone that knows the Prem. Yes, he's divisive, but do you know what he is, mate? He's one of those arrogant managers, like, who thinks he's the nuts. So there's no way he's going to accept a relegation on his CV. That's not going to happen. He's one of those managers that he's not going to take no shit as well. But not like a Tudor, who, like, he comes across like he's not going to take any shit, but none of the players respect him. I think Deserbi's one of those managers that gets respect from his players.
Yeah,
so,
he's definitely a better appointment than Tudor. But yeah, I just find it's quite difficult because, again, it's like, if obviously you've paid X amount to hire him, if they get relegated in like a month, then what do you do then? Because he ain't staying.
He is.
He said he's going to stay in the Championship.
He said he'd be there next season regardless. He's come out and said that.
I didn't know he said that. I thought he'd be one of them ones that just like be like, nah, fuck off.
No, he's staying either way. But the thing with Deserbi is, I think he's got too much of an ego to allow a team to get relegated under his watch. Where it's going to go wrong with him is, I think he'll keep them up. I think next season he'll do like all right with them and finish like 10th or 9th or something. And then what happens at all his clubs is he'll want more backing. Spurs won't give him the backing he wants, and then it will go tits up. So I think he'll keep him up. I think he'll have a decent second year. Then I think year 3, it will just go out, like you said, it will just go to absolute shit. Like, he'll do like a Conte and just absolutely go mad that he's not been backed. And it will just end up terrible. But I think over the next couple of years it'll be a good appointment.
No, because it depends on what happens. If they do stay up, and then I think they're still going to have a lot of players leaving at the end of the season.
But if they stay in the Prem, the players that are leaving, they'll get good money for.
Yeah, but then it's how much they reinvest that back into the club.
Well, I think they'll give him back in if they sell Van de Ven, Romero. Like, I mean, actually, who else? When you say people are going to leave, apart from Romero and Van de Ven, like, which players do you think people would actually want to buy off them? When you actually think about it.
I guess if
they get relegated and picking up players at a cut price, but if they stay in the Prem, apart from Romero and Van de Ven, by the way, Van de Ven's fell off a cliff the last 6 months. He ain't been playing well.
No.
Either's Romero, to be honest. But let's say those two get interest. Who else in Spurs' team? Really?
Yeah, I guess so, when you put it like that.
Because Jed Spence's good, but he looks like a problem in the dressing room to me. Like, he seems like one Emery could be like not a good one in the dressing room. A dog is always injured. I don't like Porro. I don't think he can defend very well. Like, you get midfielders like Saar, Bentancur, Basuma. They're all just.
But again, they also need to clear out the dead wood as well. So that's what, like, there's a lot of dead wood in there. So some players might still want a cut price, but they still actually need to get rid of that dead wood, and they need players to exit.
They do.
Even if they get like a little 20 mil here and a little 20 mil there, but they're going to reinvest all of that money back into the players, probably not. And that's where it's going to fall down. And you know what Deserbi's like. He just loves the ride, don't he?
He does. Yeah, and I think it'll be fine started, but I think in a couple of years, I think it'll all go tits up. But
right, so we talked about last week and the football over the weekend. How did you get on the Real Betis? Any good?
Mixed. Which is, like I said, the theme of the season. It's mixed, very mixed. I mean, it's like I said, I don't like. I think there was some good games around Europe, but FA Cup's always a weird one because I just never feel there's that many cards in FA Cup games.
No.
But the City-Liverpool game delivered. Because the City-Liverpool game was just the usual suspects, mate. It was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, talk to me.
So, Bernardo Silva.
Yep.
You know he's going in a big game.
Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah. So
He's announced he's leaving as well at the end of the season.
he is, which is it's interesting. It's interesting and it's not interesting at the same time because he's meant to have been leaving City every single year since he's been there. So he's been there what 6 years now, 6 7 years.
About that, yeah.
So he's been one of City's. He's not going to go down as a City like he's not going to be on that level or he's going to get a statue.
David Silva. He's not David Silva level, but for
No,
me,
it's not a Silver. He's not Silver, Aguero, KDB, but he's on that second. He's on that next rung down for me.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? He's like a City legend, but he's not like one of their top tier
yeah,
legends.
yeah. He's not like ultimate legend, but he's legend. I think he's been a very solid servant for them.
He's been more than a solid servant, mate. He's been unbelievable. He's very much. He's like in a very different way. He's like what Valverde is from Madrid. He's
Yeah.
that guy that he's going to play every week, and you can play.
The other way we can play.
You play him wherever, mate. Like I've seen him playing left back against Bukayo Saka at the Emirates. Like
I'm sure I've seen him play left back once.
he played left back against Bukayo Saka at the Emirates, and I could not believe it. Like he's played left back, holding midfield, 10, the 8, right wing, left wing. I've seen him play false 9. Like he literally will go play anywhere. He's got no pace, but yet he can go past people. He's a brilliant footballer.
He's just elegant.
He's a brilliant footballer. Like so, wherever he goes next, I don't know where he's going to go next, but he's still.
He'll probably go Barca.
Yeah, he wouldn't look out of place there. He's just a very, very good footballer. But I love him in a big game for a card. So when Gravenberch went in first, I was like, right, I need to put a City player on. So I put Bernardo on, but I only got him at like 16-5. So it wasn't like a huge. But I just knew he was going to go in. So I was like, right, just cover that. And then my favourite player for Man City come on, and I was like, right. The minute he come on, I was annoyed that I didn't get Rodri. That annoyed me.
Gravenberch is always a good one as well.
He is, but I was more thinking Joe Gomez against Doku. That's who I was watching. And then Gravenberch went in, Rodri went in, Bernardo went in, but then the one that I won like a good amount on was Nico. Not O'Reilly, Gonzalez for City.
Oh, okay. So these whole
that guy's a clown. Whenever he gets subbed on, you need to be watchful for him. He's an idiot. Man City are like 4-0 up and he just pulled someone back for no reason. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So I
one of the players.
Yeah, I got him at like I got him at 9-1.
Oh fucking hell.
Yeah, he went in. Yeah, he went in the 88th minute. He come on after like about 80 minutes or something.
Oh, okay, so he's late in the game.
Yeah, so that was good. So Nico Bernardo, and then there was a game on Friday, Good Friday. It was Derby versus Coventry at Coventry.
Oh yeah.
Coventry are the best team in the champ by a mile. So I was like, right, who's the dirtiest player for Derby? And it was Luis Travis, who's an absolute dirtbag. So I went in on him first player card. Got 9-1 for that as well.
Oof.
So they were the good ones. In terms of losses, Joe Gomez, I thought he was going to go in. That really, really annoyed me. Who else? There was another one that really, really bugged me as well. Who else was it? Joe Gomez, and it was somebody in. Oh yeah, it was somebody in the. It was who was it in the Leeds game now? Gruev. I went in on Gruev, which was stupid. I don't know why I did that because he got subbed on, and I thought with Leeds and the keeper.
Oh yeah,
Leeds
he was.
So yeah, so there was a couple that I got wrong. So yeah, mate, it was a mixed week. It was a mixed week. I didn't do any accas this week because I don't like doing accas FA Cup weekend. So yeah, mate, so it's a mixed week. Some good wins, some losses. Oh, it's a game that really got me, really wound me up. That was the one. AC Roma versus Inter Milan.
What happened?
Mancini and Bastoni were on like 3 fouls each at half time.
Oh.
So I went in at half time. I went in at half time on either of on Bastoni. I went in on Mancini and went in on both of them. Mancini was like 3-1. Bastoni was 5-1, and then together it was like I don't know, like 18 or something.
Yeah.
Mancini got subbed off at half time, and Bastoni got subbed off after like 65 minutes. And these are two players that play 90 minutes every game.
Yeah, that is real frustrating.
So I just don't know why that happened. But anyway, so that was me, mate. Mixed bag. Mixed bag. How about you?
Oh, the run continues. The run absolutely fucking continues. It's just been another poor weekend for me. So, like, going back to Friday, obviously Good Friday, the one that really wound me up was Grimsby. Was it Grimsby Harrogate? So Grimsby, obviously, like they're doing all right. Harrogate, I think, were bottom of the league, and they were at home. Grimsby were at home, so you expect like the home team to be kind of better at right, and have the better of it. Harrogate went 2-0 up early doors. Then it went 2-1 before half time, and then literally on like the injury time, Grimsby had a penalty to go 2-2. They missed it, and then Harrogate went on to win 3-1. MK Dons drew at home to Barrow, 0-0, so that was just a dead game. Well, it's just like what I was saying, like last time out, like some of these results are just fucking ridiculous. Like that are coming up. Like, let me just run through this with you. So, like Porto, they're playing Family. I don't even know how to say it. Family Cup, Familienko, yeah, something like that. Again, like they're all right in the league. Porto 1-0 up, 1-1. Porto 2-1 up in the 91st minute. Guess what happens?
And then 2-2.
2-2, 90 plus 9. Levski in Bulgaria, they've just been like smashing the league. Again, they're away from home this time. They're playing a team like third bottom of the league called Dobruka. I think that's how you pronounce it. Again, 1-0 down. Okay, 88th minute, 1-1. 96th minute, they go 2-1 to win the game. 90 plus 9 again, 2-2.
You had back-to-back 99th minute equalisers.
Yeah, in the same weekend. Again, like
was that on the same acca or different ones?
On the same acca. Obviously, the timings. Real Madrid lost to was it Mallorca?
Yeah, I don't trust Madrid. I don't trust Madrid at all this season.
I'm not really trusting Madrid, really, but at the same time, it's like kind of like one of them ones. It's like they're at, obviously they've got Champions League. They're not far behind Barca, so they need to keep winning to kind of stop Barca from winning the league. So it's like more out of okay, you've got no choice but to win, or the league's got, and they're just kind of lost.
Well, I just want to stop you there because I would have thought that you would have learnt from past mistakes.
I've never learned from my mistakes.
Do you remember when you just needed Real Madrid to beat Mallorca away from home? Mbappe's first game. Madrid go 1-0 up. A Rodrigo finesse far corner. And then they can't get it done away at Mallorca. And then you go and pick them away at Mallorca again. Like, Mallorca always stink Madrid like at results. They've got that Pablo Maffeo. He always winds Vinny up. I can't believe. Yeah, I'm not backing Madrid for the rest of the season to win anything.
I know, but like obviously this ended up as a winner. But then, like even Bayern Munich went 2-0 down. They won 3-2.
They scored in the 100th minute.
Yeah, they scored 92 and 99. So one would have gone my way, but fucking two. That'd been another 99 that went in to like obviously get a result, but that would have been for me. But then 2 against me. Like, how can you legislate for that? Like these things happening.
You can't, man. This is the game we play.
Oh yeah, 2 99th minute equaliser on Wanaka though. Absolutely stinks. After both of them scoring like the 90, they already scoring injury time to kind of win it, or what should be to win the game.
I always say it, mate. It's the hope that kills you. It's that little bit of hope that kills you.
So, like, how can you pick winners when like fucking top of the league in how many leagues are drawing 99th minute equalisers?
The betting gods, they give with the left hand and take with the right hand, mate. That is painful.
At the moment, they're taking a fucking hell of a lot.
That's painful, mate. That is 90 plus 9. There's just no need for that.
No, but I think what makes it worse, like you said, the hope is like that both had scored in like the 90, already in the injury time, so 90 plus. to win what would be to win the game, and then they just concede 99th minute equaliser.
You need to start betting on that app. Is it like I don't know if it covers all leagues, but I can't remember if it's Betfair.
I think it's I think it's Betfair. They do if they're scoring injury time, basically the result on 90 is the result.
Yeah, but only not for your team, but only for the team they're playing against.
Yeah.
So
I've worked out what it's to Betfair, to be honest.
You need to start doing that, man, because you can't let these 99th minute. Do you know what would be funny? You'd move to Betfair and then everyone would start scoring the 89th minute. That's what it'd be. That's really funny.
But teams at the top of the league, how can you legislate for them like dodgy late equalisers?
You can't.
So anyway, that's me. That's my rant over that again. So yeah, what do you think for the week ahead then?
Well, before I talk about the week ahead, I just want to talk about some other ones that, because you were talking, some things popped into my head that really wound me up this weekend. So, Pablo Maffeo got me thinking. Okay. I knew that little. I was gonna let some really bad language fly then, but I knew he would get booked. I didn't put it on because Vinicius didn't start. So I thought when Vinicius comes on, I'm going to go Pablo Maffeo. Vinicius comes on, but obviously Madrid aren't playing well. And so I thought, right, Vinicius and Pablo Maffeo are both going to go in. So I thought I'll put them both on, and then I'll see. I might go in on Maffeo a little later. So I put them both on, and then nothing really happened. And I thought, nothing's going to happen now. Pablo Maffeo went in the 93rd minute. I made a video at the start of the season, specifically and explicitly, about Pablo Maffeo hating Vinicius Jr. and always getting booked against him. When I saw Pablo Maffeo going in the 93rd minute, honestly, my head...
Did you feel sick?
Oh, mate, my head nearly fell off. Because sometimes I'll say, look, this player's definitely going in, and I'll say it all day, and then I don't put it on, and it comes in, and I'm just like, what the hell is wrong with me? That one wound me up. Abdi Ezazuli.
Yeah.
Abdi Ezazuli, one of the Fantastic Four, always gets his right back booked. He was against a dirty right back, but Abdi was on the bench. So I thought when Abdi comes on, I'm going to go straight in on this right back. I got the notification, Abdi's on. Check the right back's odds. He was 4-1. I thought he come on for Anthony. So I thought, right, I'm just going to go and watch a bit of the game just to check he's over. He's not come on the right, right. Just because I thought, I know he always plays left, but I just want to go see it with my own eyes. When I say I went on Bet365 and I saw him in like a tussle with the right back straight away, he ran past the right back, he pushed the right back away, the right back faked that he got pushed in the face, so the right back falls on the ground holding his face. He didn't push him in the face at all. He carries on dribbling, he gets tackled, it goes out for a throw. The right back runs over to the referee and starts screaming in the ref's face, and the ref booked the right back. So Abdi came on in like the 66th minute, and the right back got booked in the 67th minute. To say that, like, my head nearly just fell off. I was just like, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up.
That is infuriating.
60 seconds, and the right back got booked. It wasn't for a foul, it was just for mouthing off at the ref, but I was just like, oh my God. So that was Maffeo got booked, who I knew would get booked. The right back, his name's El Halal or something, right back for Espanyol. I knew he was going to get booked. Lemalou in France. Another one. Another one. DJ Khaled, where I was just like, I know he's going in today. He's not been booked in a while. He'd done 2 fouls. I was like, I know this kid's going in. I was like, I'm just going to wait for the right time. And then I waited too long and he went in on his 3rd foul. So Lemalou went in. That wound me up. Abdi went in. That wound me up. Maffeo went in. That wound me up. But that's not where it ends.
Okay.
Saturday evening. It was Saturday evening. Obviously, I was watching the boxing undercard, but then I checked flash scores and I thought, oh my goodness me, like Barca Atletico will be full of cards. I know who's getting booked in that game. I know Fermin's going in late on. The right back, they played a left winger left back against Yamal. And Gonzalez. I was like, he's going in. He was like 14-1 to go in first, but I thought he won't go in first because Atletico are at home. Do you know who went in first?
Left back.
Yeah, after like 22 minutes. Do you know who went in next?
Firmin.
Yeah, before half time. Do you know who went in next?
Holding midfielder for Atletico.
No, the left back got sent off in the first half.
Shut up.
Yeah. So I was like, brilliant. So a 14-1 I've just thrown away. I knew Firmin would go in. He went in early. I usually go Firmin after 70 minutes. He went in. So I was literally sat there on Saturday thinking, I've messed up on Abdi. I've messed up on Maffeo. I've messed up on Leimelu. I've messed up on Barca Atletico. And then the thing that really wound me up, the last one was, I knew Ryan Manning could get booked against Max Dowman. I saw Max Dowman on against Ryan Manning and I thought, Ryan Manning's going to go in. And I didn't do it.
Unlucky.
So that's just a little bit of a rant where I just feel like, because as you were talking, the Maffeo thing went off in my head again, and then it just triggered all the other ones where I was like, why didn't I do it? So that was a lesson for me where I should have just pulled the trigger and I didn't. And I always say, if you get the urge and you're confident, like just pull the trigger, like. So yeah, mate, that's my rant over. But you asked me about the upcoming week, so. That's in the past. Can't do nothing about that. Let's look forward. Champions League, Premier League, back. Champions League, business end of the Champions League. Quarterfinals. Separates the men from the boys, this. So, I am very excited because there's going to be nothing but cards in these big games. So, Madrid-Bayern. That's a heavyweight clash. And you think Bayern are going to smash Madrid. But Real Madrid in the Champions League are a different animal. So for me, this is an absolute 50-50 affair. But the first leg, the players that I think are going to get carded are Correas for Real Madrid. He's Real Madrid left back who can't defend. And he's against Michael Elise. And Michael Elise just causes problems for everyone. So I see Correas going in. And then Conrad Laimer against Vinicius Jr. If Conrad Laimer starts right back and Vinicius is floating over to the left, there's no way on this earth that he's not going to get booked. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to go Laimer first card because there's no way he's not getting booked against Vinny. So Laimer and Correas in that game, really confident on that. Sporting v Arsenal, that's over in Lisbon. I think I quite like both left backs in that game. So Sporting have a left back called Araujo who gets quite a lot of cards. He can play left back or left mid. So if he plays left back against Arsenal, I think he'll go in. I also like Calafiori in that game because Sporting have a right winger. His name escapes me, but he's quite tricky. He's like skillful. I think his name's Catano, something like that. He's like a good little player. So I think Calafiori away from home. I think Calafiori will get booked. So I think both left backs in that game I quite like. So those are my picks for the Champions League games. I don't really like Liverpool PSG on Wednesday for cards.
No, probably someone like McAllister or Gravenberch going in. I can see one of the midfielders.
Yeah. And who's the other Champions League game on the Wednesday?
Barca Atletico.
Barca Atleti, that's the one. So I think Ruggieri, the Atletico's left back, who will actually be playing against Yamal. So I think Yamal always turns it on in the Champions League. Well, he turns it on every game. But Yamal's never been to a Champions League final yet, so I think he'll be like on it. I mean, watching him against Newcastle, he was just a different animal. So I think Ruggieri for Atleti's going in that game. So the Champions League picks Ruggieri, Calafiori, Araujo, Correas and Laimer. They're my picks for the Champions League. Europa League, Bologna Villa. These teams just always seem to play against each other every year in Europe. I think Matty Cash, because Matty Cash should be against Jonathan Rowe, because Cambiani's on the bench now, which is dead annoying. But Jonathan Rowe gets fouled 2 times a game. So we'll have to deal with Jonathan Rowe. Jonathan Rowe will get pulled off after 80 minutes, then you'll have Cambiani to deal with. So I don't see Matty Cash going 90 minutes without getting booked. And then I also like Lewis Ferguson in that game. Lewis Ferguson gets booked loads. Morgan Rogers, I'm hoping he'll be playing in the 10. So Ferguson will definitely bring Rogers down at some point in that game on the counter. So I think Matty Cash, Lewis Ferguson is good for that game. So that's the only one in the Europa League. And then obviously fast forward to the Prem next weekend. City-Chelsea, big game.
Caicedo.
It's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be Moises. It's got to be Moises in that game for a card. And then I also quite like Rodri again. I can see like Cole Palmer getting it in the pocket on the turn. So I could see Rodri getting one, and I could see Moises getting one in that game. Also, one to keep an eye on in that game, I'd say, is Cousinov. I could see him coming straight through the back as Joao Pedro.
Yeah.
He's got like a rash one in him, that Cousinov. So if he plays, I think Cousinov as well. But my top picks for that game would be Rodri and Moises. And one other game, Brentford-Everton. Reason why I like that game is both of them are like gunning for Champions League football somehow, or at least if not Champions League, Europa League. Whoever wins that will be like right on the, right up like Chelsea and Liverpool's arse. So I think it'll be a competitive game. I'm a big fan of Ilian and Dye. I think he causes issues to whoever he plays, and he'll be up against Michael Coyote. And Coyote's got a few cards this season, so I think old Ilian and Dye, Skillian and Dye will get him booked. So I think Coyote will go in for Brentford as well. So quite a few picks this week, but I think business end of the season, Champions League, Europa League, mate. I think there's going to be a lot of cards. So that's me.
Yeah.
What are you thinking in terms of results then? Because like we've said, quite a lot of fixtures to pick from, full fixture set. All the big boys are playing in the Champions League. What are you saying for results?
Right. Starting on Thursday, the almighty fucking Aston Villa boys, best team in the world. We're going to do Balagna. We're going to do them. We've done them last two times in the past 2-3 years in the Champions League and Europa League. Brushed them aside. 1-0 last game, and Ali Watkins missed a penalty, and 2-0 the game before. So, back in the boys here. Mm-hmm. And then moving on to Friday, you got Marseille at home to Metz.
Yeah.
Saturday, this is going against everything we stand for, but Coventry are playing Sheffield on the early kickoff. Barcelona are at home to Espanyol, Sporting away to Estrella, Rangers away to Falkirk on Sunday, City away to Chelsea, Benfica at home to Nacional, Galatasaray at home, and then Porto away as well. So that's a little tenfold long shot. I reckon that'll be about 40 to 50 to 1 odds. So big long shot, and then plus the bonuses for 10 teams. So I reckon that could be about 71.
Nice.
So the almighty Villa boys, that's what's bringing the odds up. And City are fucking 10 to 11 away at Chelsea. They play anything like they did against Liverpool. Easy W.
That's a great odd. Do you not fancy PSG against Liverpool?
I just don't know what Liverpool are going to turn up. I do think PSG will win, but
Are they?
I do think PSG will win. But I've also seen PSG turn up and have absolute shockers.
Not at home in the Champions League. No way.
They should win, but I'm going to leave that one off. Liverpool just look all over the place, but again, Liverpool have kind of got that breed in the Champions League as well, where they just play differently in the Champions League, like Real Madrid. Not to the extent of Real Madrid, but they have got that Champions League night. But it's usually at Anfield, not to...
I watched them lose to Galatasaray. I think PSG at home to Liverpool. I mean, I haven't checked the odds, but if I put a sneaky acca on, I'm definitely having PSG to beat Liverpool. I think PSG could beat them 3-0 comfortably.
Yeah. I think they will. I think they will win. But in terms of my acca for the long shot, they're the teams I've picked. Let's have a quick look at the odds. PSG at home, the odds are 7 to 10 at the minute. That's decent.
Right odds for PSG at home.
Yeah. Especially, it's all about who to play right back, because if Cavras winning against Joe Gomez, that's fucking game over.
But even if it's against Soboslai, they've only got Soboslai's a centre mid.
Yeah.
So Cavra's playing against Gomez or Cavra. You got Desiree Doué's playing against Kirkes.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't going to be good. It ain't going to be good for him.
It's going to be fun time Frankie for PSG.
Oh, I mean, I think PSG are going to beat them home. Well, it's 2-3-0, but we'll see. But yeah, you've got some solid picks on there. I'm not going to judge you for your early kickoff with it being Coventry and Sheffield, because if that does do you know what, that's gonna go wrong, isn't it? You back to
He's got to cover.
Is it top v bottom away from home?
No, they're at home.
Who can't?
Yeah, cover at home. If it's top versus bottom away from home, I think I'd have to leave it.
That went down in Scotland the other day as well. It made me laugh. I didn't like it was Hearts are at top against Livingston who were bottom, and I was like, do you know what? Hearts are away against top. It's going to be a draw that, and it was like I think it was like 2-2, which made me laugh. The amount of times that doesn't come in
when it should do as well.
Yeah,
Like it should come in every single time, but it doesn't for some reason. And it's always that one particular fixture.
brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Really frustrating.
So we're introducing a new segment to the show moving forward, and this is going to be called "Do You Know Ball?" Reason we're doing this is because I think I know a lot about football. Josh thinks he knows a lot about football. I don't think he knows anything about football. So every single week we're going to be bringing a new topic, which is going to be like sort of testing our knowledge. So we'll be doing things like best 11s, might chuck a few quizzes in there, and we'd love to sort of hear what you all think about sort of our views. Obviously, tell us what you sort of think, so who your best 11 would be, and those sorts of things. So this week, our first sort of Do You Know Ball topic is going to be the team of the season so far in the Premier League. So just for a bit of context then, and just to sort of set the rules of engagement. So we're going to pick our best player in each position. So we're going to pick a starting 11 who have been the best player in their position this season. So they need to have played at least 20 games in the league so far. And you can't include things they've done outside of the Premier League, and you can't include things they've done in previous seasons. So it's all about who's been the best players in a starting 11 this year only, until this point. How does that sound to you, Josh? You ready to go?
Let's get cracking. So what formation are you going first?
So I'm going to go for 4-3-3, the tried and tested 4-3-3. That's what I'm going for. What about you?
Yeah, I think you have to go 4-3-3. I think obviously try to go like a 4-4-2. Even though I would like a second striker in there. I just think the wingers, because everyone's a wing forward now, it's hard to be like a solid 4-4-2. So yeah, I think
you're not going for a Ruben Amorim.
No, not five at the back now. No chance of that.
Ruben Amorim.
No chance of that. No chance.
You're not having Dallo at left wing back.
No. Best 11 should start with 5 defenders.
Oh, that's brilliant.
There's too many great attacking players. There's too many great attacking players to be like, oh, we're having 5 at the back. Like, yeah, no.
What a scrub.
Like, the only one that might go like 5 at the back is like if you went like the Italian 90s best 11 when you've got like Maldini, Cannavaro, like all the big bad man. Like, and then you need to get someone else in because like you can't drop them.
Just because you've got very good defenders, you need to find a way into the team. Brilliant.
Yeah.
All right then.
But
so we'll go 4-3-3. So we'll start with keeper then.
Okay.
Who for you gets in your team of the season so far?
I was toying up between Raya and Donnarumma, but I think I've got to go with Raya on this one.
Why?
Well, Donnarumma's been really good, but Raya's been a bit more consistent. He's got more clean sheets. We've got more of a horrible defence in front of him. I think it's just purely this neck and neck. It just comes down to probably less goals conceded.
Okay, interesting.
But Donnarumma has made some huge saves, and yeah, I could argue for both of them, to be honest. But for me, Raya slightly edged it. Who are you gone for?
Jordan Pickford.
What? Because he made 2 really good saves.
No. Not all, because I look at Jordan Pickford. I look where Everton are in the league, and every time I watch Everton play, Everton are fighting for Champions League football. Everton.
Like that. They've been like borderline relegation for the past few years.
Everton are playing for Champions League football. Every time I watch Everton play, which isn't a lot, but I probably watched Everton play maybe 7 or 8 times this season. He always makes massive saves.
He has made them 2 absolute wonder saves.
He's made
one against you, and he was the week after. He was another one the week after. He was like just absolutely just no need to make it.
Yeah, he just makes massive saves at big moments for Everton. And the reason why I picked him because the only game where he looked off it was against Arsenal. Like every keeper's going to have I mean, David Raya against Wolves. What the hell was he doing when he just came out of his box for no reason and just dropped?
Yeah, there was just no need for that.
Every keeper makes mistakes, has a bad game, but I just think Jordan Pickford this season has been so consistent. And then I look at the players he's played out in front of him. Like David Raya's got Gabriel, Saliba, Declan Rice. I mean, that is some spine. He's got Timber to the right. Kind of that is some spine.
Yeah.
Jordan Pickford's got Michael Keane, Tarkovsky, Jake O'Brien, and Mikalenko. That doesn't give me much confidence.
Yeah.
To be behind that, and for them to be like battling for Champions League, which they won't get. I mean, Everton will probably finish about 9th or something. But I think Jordan Pickford, England's number 1. I think he has been the best keeper on form this season, and they're my reasons why.
Okay. That's fair enough. To be fair, you've made some good points.
So
I think the keeper debate is quite hard.
Yeah,
But
I mean, so I'm happy with Pickford. So that's keepers. And so I've got Pickford. You have gone for David Raya. So let's move on to right back. Who for you?
I've gone for Timber.
Okay, Jurriën Timber.
Yeah, I think I've gone for Timber because...
Have you just picked Arsenal's defence because of clean sheets? Have you just picked Arsenal's back five because they've kept the most clean sheets?
No.
Except for I feel this is going. Because I know you've got Gabriel or Saliba in there.
No, I've got Gabriel. I haven't got Saliba. No, I've got Timber. No, I just think if I'm looking at every team, I'm like, I can't see any other right back that's been kind of stand out. Obviously, he's part of the best defence. He's popped up with a few goals. He's tough to play against. Doesn't get beat on his one-on-ones very often. Like he's the most kind of complete. Well, especially more on the defensive side in the league. Who are you picking?
Reece James.
Reece James was up there, but then I think he's because of his injuries. That's why I haven't picked him.
Reece James has made 27 appearances in the league this season out of 31 games. That's
okay. No, okay. I thought he'd miss more games. So I didn't check how many games he played. But Reece James is a better right back. Yes, I agree.
He's injured now, so obviously it's getting. But he's up to this point. He's played 27 times in the league, and for me, he's just the best right back at everything. Like he's just good going forward. He's good defensively. He never gets beaten by his man. Like he's strong, decent pace. He's just unbelievable, Reece James. Reece James should be playing.
I think Reece James is a better football player, but I think obviously with Arsenal's kind of what they've done and kind of how Timber's been playing and how important he's been, I'll still pick Timber on current form. Like Reece James is a better footballer in my opinion. Yes,
I just think when I take away the. I always think Arsenal's defenders, like, they're just a good defence. I look at Arsenal's defence as more of like a
unit rather than individuals.
Like a unit, like a structural thing. Whereas I think I think if you put Reece James in where Timber is, I think Reece James would do as good as Timber, if not better. I think you put Timber in Chelsea, he wouldn't be as good this season as James, but Timber's good, very good. I thought about him. I'm not mad at Timber, but I just think Reece James for me. So that's right back. You've gone Timber, I've gone James. I like this. We've got different picks. This is good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go centre backs or left back next? Where do you want to
go? Let's go centre backs. I've got Gabriel for one.
I've got Gabriel. So we agree on that. Why Gabriel?
Yeah.
For you.
And who's your other one?
No, why Gabriel? We agree on that.
Why not Gabriel? He's just been nothing short of phenomenal this season for Arsenal. Like he's been like I always thought like he was the worst out of the two, but he's been really good. He's got three goals and 4 assists. To be fair, actually, I didn't realise Timber's got 3 goals and 5 assists, so he's actually got more GA as well from defence. But yeah, Gabriel's just solid, just the mainstay. He just wins everything, and it's just seems horrible to play against.
Yeah.
Especially when he's attacking set pieces. Like,
I agree. He's a threat in both. He's good in both boxes. I feel like he's upped his leadership this year as well.
Yeah,
seems more of a leader. Like he just good player.
And I think if you took always thought Saliba was like the better of the two, but I think if you took Gabriel out, they'd struggle more than taking Saliba out.
I agree with that, but I think they complement each other well. Saliba's a Rolls.
He's a Rolls Royce Saliba.
But And talking of, my other one, Saliba. I just think they come as a pair. I think Saliba is like, I think the thing with Saliba is, because he's so good, I think like people have just got accustomed to him being so good.
Yeah.
But for me, like when I think about it and go, actually, has Saliba played well this season? Yes, he fucking has. Has there been a centre half who I think's played better than Saliba? Probably the only one's maybe Gabriel. Therefore, I've gone for Gabriel and Saliba as my centre half. Who have you got
for my second pick?
Have you got Ezri Konsa? I swear to God.
I haven't. I haven't. I was tempted, but no.
I know you probably was tempted.
I actually went.
I know you was.
Yeah, James.
No, you was kidding me. You'd love to have got Konsa in this team. Fuck me.
No, James Tarkowski.
You gone for Tark?
A similar reason why you went for Pickford. Obviously, like Everton are doing so well, and he's been like the kind of the mainstay of the team. Obviously, I think he's captain. Is he captain as well for Everton? Yeah. Like he's been aggressive in both boxes. He's been like one of Everton's best player this season, or close to it. So yeah, and I just didn't want to pick 3 out of Arsenal's back 4.
Is he gone for Tarky? James Tarkowski?
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, I went for James Tarkowski.
A rogue pick.
Yeah, because I don't want 3 of Arsenal's, but I don't want 3 of all of Arsenal's back 4. I think I needed something. I want something that could be different. And if there's anyone that's been standout at centre half, he's probably been up there, like on the list of outside Arsenal's defenders.
It must have killed you to not put Konsa in above Tarkowski, but there we go. Okay, so left back. Who have you gone?
I've gone O'Reilly.
Oh, you horrible man! You horrible man!
Why?
Go on, why O'Reilly?
Well, obviously he's more of a midfielder by trade, but he's played left back pretty much nearly all season for City. He scored some good goals.
What goals? Because League Cup goals don't count.
Oh yeah, shit! I thought that was them to his League Cup. Yeah, I forgot that League Cup. Well, didn't he score? Was Newcastle won the League Cup as well?
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at how many goals he got. But I think he's just been, again, really important for City. City are obviously second in the league, but he's been obviously like left back most of the season. So, and I think there's not many players, like looking at team for team, I'm like, I don't see many great left backs in the world, in the Premier League at the moment. So I'm like, who's on that list? And he's on the top of the list for me. Why? Who you got?
You know I've got a left back.
Oh no,
What?
Lewis Hall.
Of course, I've got Lewis Hall. What do you mean?
Well, I'm just telling you now. Not one Newcastle player's made it into my 11.
That's fine. That's fine. But I've gone for who've been the best team this season so far. And for me, like and I've said this in previous podcasts, like fullback's the easiest position because centre mids go into fullback and make it look easy. I'm not picking a centre mid at left back.
Well, anyway, Nico O'Reilly's got 4 goals and 3 assists.
Okay, that's fair enough. So, Nico O'Reilly is a good player. Nico O'Reilly is a very threatening player going forward because of his physicality. Good player.
He's high.
Yeah, so I mean physicality. I really like him. I think he's a brilliant footballer. But for me, I want my left back to be able to attack and defend. And Lewis Hall can attack and defend. He's often been one of Newcastle's most threatening players from left back, which is a joke. He very rarely.
If that been that threatening going forward, he's got 1 goal, 1 assist. That's it.
Yeah, but he doesn't play for Man City, where like all Nico O'Reilly does is crash the box. So it's different. Like Nico O'Reilly's scoring headers because he's getting in the box. That doesn't mean he's a better left back or he's having a better season. Like Nico O'Reilly doesn't have to defend. I like my left back to be able to defend and attack. And for me, like Lewis Hall I can't think of a right midfielder. Even and this doesn't count. Champions League doesn't count, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But I've not seen a right midfielder in the Premier League mug him off. I've not seen one right midfielder winger get the better of him.
Okay.
He for me, he's been Newcastle's best player this season. He's going to start left back over O'Reilly for England in the summer, in my opinion. And I just think he's been the best left back this season. Nico O'Reilly would be number 2 for me, but he's not Lewis Hall. So that's our defence then. So I've got in goal Pickford, I've got right back Reece James, Gabriel Saliba, Lewis Hall, and you've got Raya, you've got Timber, you've got Gabriel, you've got Tarks, and you've got O'Reilly. So
Yeah.
there are back fives locked in. Midfield then. So midfield three. So who have you got? First midfielder, who have you got?
Are we? How balanced are we trying to make this? Are we just doing the best players, or because I've got Declan Rice, which obviously, but then it's just like, do I pick a holder next to him, or do I kind of just have two cams, two tens?
You can pick whatever three you think could be. This is about.
Well, I've got Rice. I've got Rice, the main man Morgan, and then I've got Bruno.
Let's go through one at a time. Fucking hell, you're doing the big reveal all three at once.
Yeah. Well, so you got, because obviously you might have similar.
So you've got Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Who else have you got?
Morgan Rogers.
Yeah. Who else have you got?
Bruno Fernandes.
Okay, I've got two out of those three.
Exactly. So there's no point we'll do one at a time. So who's yours? Bruno and Rice.
So Declan Rice I think he's been one of Arsenal's best players.
Yeah.
Just box to box. He's just one of those players that's good at everything.
Yeah. Bruno, frustrating me to put Bruno in as well.
Yeah.
But he's got 16 assists. How can you not?
Exactly. For me, like, Bruno Fernandes has to go in. Like, he's got a GA of 24, so 16 assists, 8 goals. He's beaten David Beckham's assist record for most assists in Man United history in a season. I don't like Bruno Fernandes, but he's got undeniable numbers. He's had a great season and deserves his place.
Yep.
And then my other, I was torn between two.
Okay, who was your two?
Bruno Guimaraes.
Of course.
Well, he's got 9 goals and 4 assists.
Okay.
Which is better than the other player I think I'm going to go for, who I think's probably had a better season. I think that Bruno Guimaraes is like, it's a biased pick because I love him, but 9 goals, 4 assists, whenever he doesn't play, Newcastle lose. Like, he's a fantastic footballer, but I'm not going to pick him because I think this other player's had a better season, even though the team is in his shit. Dominic Szoboszlai.
Okay.
Dominic Szoboszlai. Bruno, I thought Szoboszlai would have scored more than he has. I think he's got like 3 goals or 4 goals. But for me, he's just been... Every time I watch Liverpool play, he's like the only one that does anything.
Yeah, he's a heartbeat.
He like drives them forward. And I think Liverpool have been horrible this season. But every time I watch them, he's looked like... He gives me like a 7, 8, 9 out of 10. He's their most consistent performer. He's been their best player. So
he's kind of what Valverde is from Madrid.
Who do you think out of Szoboszlai and Bruno Guimaraes? If I gave you the pick of two.
Slow.
That's who I think I'm going to lean towards. Who is your third midfielder?
Morgan Rogers.
Morgan Rogers. Okay. So you've gone for Rice, Rogers, Fernandes. I've gone for Szoboszlai, Rice, Fernandes. So, yeah.
Similar.
Quite similar with that. So, okay. Interesting.
But Morgan Rogers has just been classy season. I think he's on 8 and 5. Obviously,
Less than Bruno G.
The same amount of combined, isn't it?
Yeah, but
okay, fine. But I think he's just like the man of the goals, like the long shots, like the free. He's done a free kick, like just the goal. Like the goals have just been class goals that he scored. Like there's not been that many like tap-ins or crap goals. All been class. So he's just a player that gets you off your seat, and you want that for your camp. I don't think Bruno's a good player, very good player, but when he gets on the ball, it's not like I was just going to do something special. Where Morgan Rogers, he's like, when he's on the ball, you know something special is really going to happen. He gets it, beats a man, shots. Do you know what I mean? Like Bruno, different type of player. Bruno Guimaraes is a different type of player.
That's like they're different players. Like Morgan Rogers in that sort of Kaka build.
Yeah,
that's what
I'm saying.
Bruno's a dictator.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's different. Yeah. 2 different types of players. But I'm saying that's what I want my other attacking midfielder to be.
Okay, I'm not mad. Morgan Rogers is in my team. It's not in Cam. Let's go to our front three. I'll start with Morgan Rogers. I'm a left winger. Morgan Rogers. I would say I know he's best off. I know he's best in the 10, but he's definitely played off the left a fair few times this season. And for all the reasons you've said, to be honest, I think the last 6 to 8 games, I think he's dropped off. But he was that good at the start of the season that I think he deserves his place. You've outlined the reasons why he's been good this season. Who's your left winger?
I find left winger a bit difficult,
He was
but
awful, wasn't he?
again, I've got some menu out there.
He plays right wing.
He,
Mainly.
he plays across the line. He was playing left wing at Bournemouth.
Yeah, he mainly played on the right. That's why they replaced him with that Ryan. But I've got some many at right wing, so I'm not gonna. He's been unbelievable. Like, what is he
Yeah.
got? Has he got 15 goals in the league?
Something like that.
He's got
Something
15
like
goals. I mean, the thing that's impressed me with Semenyo is,
15 and 4 assists.
yeah, doing it for Bournemouth when you're their main player is one thing, but then making a step up to City and still bagging goals for City, like he just belongs at the top level. Good player. He could easily get to 20 goals. If he can get to 20 goals from right midfield without taking penalties or free kicks, that is so impressive. That is so impressive. So
especially obviously because of his journey as well.
Yeah. I like everything about Semenyo.
Yeah.
So
it's just solid.
I mean, I think you've gamed the system putting him on the left, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not too mad at it. He's a very, very good footballer. So you've got Semenyo left. I've got Rodgers. I guess I've done a similar thing. Rodgers' main position, I guess, in the 10.
Well, Rodgers was like he's kind of left attacking midfielder, isn't he? He's not part of that.
So who's your right winger?
I'm torn between Wilson and Ndai.
Wilson and Ndai.
That's who I'm torn between.
Wilson's a great shout.
The two obviously right wingers, but for different purposes as well. Like, Ndai's a lot more skillful and tricky, where Harry Wilson's a bit more direct and kind of got a cut in, slap hit top bins and just very different reasons, but both. But yeah, I think if I had to pick, I think I prefer watching Ndai play.
Yeah, Skillian and Ndai, mate, he's unbelievable player.
Yeah.
Who do you think's had a better season? Team of the season. Do you think Ndai's had a better season? Do you think Harry Wilson's having a better season out of the two of them? Not who's the better footballer.
Well, you're probably going to have to say Harry Wilson then. He's got 10 goals, 6 assists.
Good numbers for Fulham, that, isn't it? He was my honourable mention for right wing. He was behind
where Ndai's only got 6 and 3. So if you're going on the season, Harry Wilson.
Yeah.
Definitely. 16 goals and assists then, so Harry Wilson makes it.
Yeah, Harry Wilson deserves his place, in my opinion. I think he's been very good. Very good. So, okay, so that leaves one space left. Centre forward. Who is your centre forward? Who's getting you the goals? Who's been the best striker this season in the Premier League?
I really wanted to put in Igor Thiago at Brentford.
Yeah.
Igor Thiago? I don't know. There's loads of Eagles and Thiagos. I really want to put in, but I just can't with Haaland. Like,
you've gone for Erling Alien and Haaland.
I really wanted to put him in, but I'm like, how can you not put Haaland in any team this season? Like, that is just nuts if you didn't do that.
Mm.
So yeah, I've had to go Haaland, but I really wanted to put in the Brentford hitman.
Yeah.
Who have you got?
Igor Thiago.
Yes, you've gone for him then.
I just thought to myself, when I look at the team of the season so far, because the thing is, Haaland will get the Golden Boot, which in theory means he's been the best striker in the league. But when I think of team of the season so far, I don't think, like, when I take myself back to like Football Manager and players get like ratings out of 10 for every game.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think Haaland's played that well.
I know he's not, but he's just trying to shoot out at numbers.
It is, but if that was the case, then I'd Bruno G be in my team because he's got more goals than Szoboszlai. He's got more goals than Morgan Rogers.
Striker's different. No, striker's different. Midfielders bring a lot more to it.
That's not true though, because you got strikers who are just bagsmen, and then you've got strikers who are all rounders. So like, it depends what your team needs. Like, do you want a striker who's like a tapping merchant, or do you want a striker who can like get on the ball and make things happen, link play? Like, it's the strikers can do different things. They need goals at the end of the day. But I look at it and go, Igor Thiago is playing for fucking Brentford. Like,
Brentford were favourites to go. Well, the favourites to go down.
Exactly. So Brentford, everyone said they were going to get relegated. He's playing up front for them. It's his first proper season in the Prem. He's been supplied by Sade, Lewis Potter, with Jordan Henderson, and I don't even what's his name now?
Yarmouk.
No, the
Damsgaard.
That's the one thing of Damsgaard. These are the level of players who are supplying him. He's bagged 19 goals in the Prem.
Yeah, that's like outrageous. It is outrageous.
And I just think Haaland's got 22, so he's a 3-goal swing. And I'm like, what he's done for me, he's got to be in there for me. Haaland's doing probably the bare minimum of what I expect of him. I'm not going to sit here and say...
Well, I expect Haaland to be on nearly 30 goals by now.
For me, Haaland every season should be finishing between 25 and 30. And he'll get there. But if you said to me, Thiago's going to probably end up on about 22 goals-ish, probably. If you said to me, Thiago's going to get 20 goals, I would say, you're having a fucking laugh. Brentford aren't going to score 20 goals between them. They're going down.
I would have said he wouldn't get 20 goals in the Championship next year.
Exactly. So for me, Thiago is in my team this season.
And who's your manager?
Keith Andrews.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Keith Andrews. It's not even close. It's not even close. Keith Andrews by distance because, again, simply what I said with Thiago, I thought he was a bit of a laughing stock. I thought they got rid of Frank. They brought in this guy who was a set-piece coach. They've lost all their good players. I was like, these are done. These are done. Like, if these finished 17th, they've had a brilliant season.
Yeah, I agree. And for all those reasons.
But to get them where they are now, on the verge of European football, so to outdo Thomas Frank, who everyone put on a pedestal, in your first season, take about Keith Andrews.
Yeah.
So Keith Andrews is my manager. So yeah. So mate.
Okay. Well, that's the team.
I mean, to be fair, mate, like you've not embarrassed yourself. I feel like if you put together a half decent team, then not bad.
Thanks,
So,
thanks for that.
what I want to say, everyone watching, like definitely sort of comment, get your sort of team of the season so far in the bang that in the comments. See, do you agree with my picks? Do you agree with Josh's picks? Any sort of differences? What do you think about the Tarkowski rogue shout? Let us know. And if you've got any ideas for, do you know ball sort of next week? Any sort of ideas or things you want me and Josh to debate? Then do let us know.
So yeah, cheers guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and share, as Leon's just said. And peace out.
Until next time.
And don't forget to tune in next week for Never Back the Early Kickoff. Thanks for watching. Follow us across socials for more. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please gamble responsibly. 18+.